up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in. Like always, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you listening to this on Playback or listening to where you listen to your favorite podcast at, don't forget to hit the like button. Become a member. Join the community. Help support the channel. Like I said, it helps the channel grow. I thank all you guys for already subscribing so far. I appreciate it. Can't do these videos and I can't do this stuff without you guys. So I thank you. Also, want to shout out my #1 patron, Mr. Junior Flash. Thank you for joining the community. So, guys, want to become a member and want to support the channel, go ahead to SymCast podcast / patreon.com. Like I said, go ahead and join the community. Have a lot of fun things over there. Have some tiers for you guys to choose from. Like I said, highly appreciate it. All right, now today's video, my chef talking reviews, where I discuss the DC TV shows. I review The Flash and I review Superman and Lois, breaking down the trailers, breaking down the episodes. So for this video, today's episode I will be breaking down is episode 8, titled Partners in Time. So if you guys are not caught up with the episode, spoilers ahead. So let's get into it. Well, we see the episode is pretty much starts off with Barry and Iris. They discussing and talking about her pregnancy, all of the cravings she's been going through. So we get a chance to see the moment with them, which is cool. I guess Barry has some things to do in the lab, so it was some inspection. But to start things off with the opener in the beginning, we see that somebody was in a time vault some years in the future where it looks like some kind of device has been stolen. And then as it pans to go to the end of the scene, we see that it was inspected by Mr. Howard, I believe. And we get that reveal later on who this guy is. So basically when Barry ends up going into the lab to meet these inspectors, more than one show up, and then as well as Iris showing up. He already gave the team Flash. They got themselves a break, so they got them a little vacation, a little bit. Kind of wind down a little bit with everything going on. So Barry figured he can handle everything by himself. But as we see in the episode, it's not the case. But flash to the future, like I said, we see Barry and Iris, they trying to show these people around, trying to figure out, trying to make sure that they don't see too much, because after all, this is Star Labs, home of the Flash, so they're bound to run into things. So we see them scrambling, trying to, come up with things and to kind of divert their attention somewhere. But as they go into a different room, they see they kind of in a loop where they keep going back into the same room, until one object is different, which is the grandfather clock. We all saw that in the trailer. So we have that. Then also we see Barry, he's trying to go back and, go to the future, figure out what happened. Usually when Barry goes into the Speed Force, or when he goes into the future, it never pans out well. So we see him attempting to go fix the problem. He comes back. We see that all these anomalies that keep happening, where now they changing their clothes. We see Iris. She actually got that blue dress that we saw in the trailer. So then also the other people start having costumes on too. And also when Barry came back, he arrived with the looks like a Star Trek Flash outfit, which is cool to see. I love sci-fi myself, so that was a nod to the Star Trek series. That was cool. But as we see all of this going on, the side story, of course, is the Chester Allegra story. For you shippers, they're trying to figure out where they stand. That they having game night. Chester blurts out that he loves Allegra. Obviously it kind of startled her a little bit, so she didn't say it back right away. But then she get to talking with Cecile, and pretty much kind of letting Cecile know how she feel, and that she feel for Chester, but at the same time she been going through a lot of things. She been losing people. She lost Nash. Her father walked out on her. Her cousin died. So she's kind of dealing with a lot. So we get that cool scene with these guys and giving her the advice to basically, you know, to follow your heart and not let the past dictate your future, which is kind of the theme of this show, these couple of episodes. Especially with Iris struggling with knowing what her future is laid out for her, and trying to do things her way, and not have everything mapped out for her and for them. So back to Barry and Iris, back into Star Labs. They trying to figure out what's going on. One of the inspectors, she's into mathematics. I believe she was smart enough to understand the equations and everything, and put together a theory of what was going on. And then she also had this device that kind of tells if something is off with a person, if they was reading too much of something. So that's how Iris kind of figured out that somebody there was a time thief. That somehow that this person must have took the device. And like Barry, he went back and thought about the time map where he knew that it was something like that, you know, existed where somebody could possibly steal it. So then we see that they figure out that one of the inspectors was actually she was actually the time thief, uh, the Lady Kronos. That was her name, I believe. Uh, she basically stole it and tried to use it as a device to kind of do her bidding a little bit. But then once she found out it can be used as a weapon, she like didn't want to part with it. But that was making her stuck there because she stole part of the device but left the other part there that kind of anchors, everything there, and kind of, stop them from being stuck in time almost. So, we see Iris using her journalistic skills of trying to figure out and deduce who's actually the person. And we find out because that one that was supposed to be the electrician, she didn't know what a breaker box is, and that's like electric 101. She should have at least known that. So that was like a red flag from the beginning. But they gave her like a little test to figure out if she knew things about electricity, but which it was she got it wrong, and they knew who she was. Then we get the reveal of who she is, and we get this cool suit that she had. Her mask looked like a clock. So yeah, so we see that uh, they show Keon for a little moment. She's kind of dealing with the fallout with Mark. Uh, you know, um, and we see that Caitlin's mom wanted to meet Keon. She was kind of hesitant at first. Keon was, but it works out fine. And she figured that Caitlin's mom was just, she just wanted to know more about her and get to know her better. Just like she did Frost. Frost wasn't her daughter, but she took her in and kind of, um, you know, been that figure for her. So that was cool that she did the same thing, or trying to do the same thing with her. They might have a relationship now, especially because, even though that's not Caitlin, she's technically Caitlin and technically Frost. You know what I mean? So that's cool that the mother can still have that bonding with her as well. So we really kind of wrapped the episode up um with Barry convincing Lady Kronos to basically to go take the device back because she made one of the inspectors disappear. So they figured that there's no much they don't have enough they don't have as much time left, that they will start disappearing and turning into objects where that was the only option for her to turn herself in, basically. So, we see that it happened. Everything got set back to normal. So, so then, like I said, they wrap the story up. Then we get to see Chester and Allegra. They finally come to terms with their relationship. They pretty much express themselves to each other, let each other know they love each other, that they're not going nowhere, which is cool. Then, like I said, we wrap the story up with Barry and Iris basically coming to terms with, just basically living the moment, letting things happen, and not just try to, force the future, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway. So it's like, let them live into the moment and not just stress themselves out with things mapped out for them. So, well, that kind of pretty much wrap up that episode. It was a kind of a slow episode. Hopefully, some of this might carry on to the next uh, episodes or for the next storylines. I know that Stephen Emile, he's supposed to be coming back the next episode. Very excited to see him. Very excited to see Arrow coming back. Would like to know how would they explain that, and is he going to be the same Oliver that we know? Because he was the Spectre, so don't know. So let me know in the comments of what you guys think, and what are your theories on it. Also, what do you like about this episode? Um, are you guys excited for this end for the season to end? I know I am. Also, make sure you go check out my review I will be doing for Superman and Lois. So make sure you guys check that out. It will be posted a little later. Also, tomorrow I should be posting my trailer breakdown for the next episode of The Flash. Also for the next episode of Superman and Lois as well. So make sure you stay locked into my channel. Hit that notification bell so you make sure you won't miss out when I go live, and also when I post my videos. And also follow me on my socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Uh, like I said, I'm at SymCast Podcast or SymCast Podcast and Media. I post a lot of things over there as well. Uh, make sure you guys will be updated. So just follow me. So, like I said, until then, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Peace.